1984, though, we built the current facility that we have now. It was built as a animal welfare building. They partnered with the Humane Society at that point. Within 10 years or so, they had leased out the other half of that building as part of that partnership with the Humane Society. So basically, since its inception, animal welfare has occupied the south half of that facility down there. We'll bring animals in, we vet them, get their vaccinations, microchip them. We'll try to reunite them with the owners, or we will put them up for adoption in our shelter. Last year, we adopted out about 700 animals through our shelter. The remainder were given to other rescues, like the Humane Society. And the reason they would go to the Humane Society is because they've been in our shelter too long. We've run out of space, which we quickly do at our shelter because it is so small. It was too small when it was built in 1984. The mission of our animal welfare, basically they have 4 jobs. Enforcement, education, reunification, and adoption. There are people, unfortunately, out there who can't take care of their animals or don't want to take care of their animals properly. And I have 3 full-time animal welfare officers and a full-time animal welfare supervisor who that's their job day to day. One of their main duties is enforcement. People don't understand how to take care of animals. There's people out there who don't have dog houses. Our animal welfare officers will go out and they'll take donated dog houses and give to people so their animals have shelter. The dog may look undernourished, and they'll educate people on how they need to feed their dog and what they need to be feeding. We have a lot of stray dogs. They pick up a lot of dogs. We get calls every day, hey, there's a dog running loose here, there's a cat over here under my porch, whatever it is. And they'll go take those animals, they'll bring them in. Hopefully they're microchipped. If they've been through our facility, they're microchipped. They're going to try to reunify that owner with that animal. And then lastly, adoption. We have a large number of surrendered animals here, or animals that no one claims. Our current facility is totally outdated and inadequate. It's way too small. In fact, it was too small when it was built in 1984. The layout of the facility is inefficient. We have inadequate space for our employees, for storage and supplies, and we have no space for visitors whatsoever. The building infrastructure is outdated. The facility is not ADA compliant. On top of all that, we don't have space for our animals. For instance, our kennel holds about 20 dogs, and we take in more than 1,000 dogs a year. There's a quote that's often attributed to Gandhi. It says, if you want to know how a society treats its people, see how they treat its animals. And frankly, right now, if you went to our animal welfare, you'd go, man, what do they value about people here? Other towns that we compete with for employees, that we compete with for fellow citizens, it's shocking to me how far behind the city of Stillwater is when it comes to our treatment of our animals in our animal welfare centers. I know the city of Stillwater and the citizens of the city of Stillwater support our animals and the efforts of people like our animal welfare officers. The past month I've traveled around the state and looked at several buildings. I've looked online at some and I've made site visits to 4 of them, which I thought would be similar to what we'd be looking at. It's not so much just getting a better facility. It's a place where you get to host events. It's a place where you get to educate the public. I would plan to have a education room in there where Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and, whatever homeschool groups can go in there and visit the Animal Welfare Center and learn what they do and learn about animals. So a nice education place. But it makes it someplace inviting for people to go in, spend time with an animal, and reconnect, or be able to connect animals with people. Great facilities for the animals, clean, easy to keep clean, just really nice facilities. And when you look at that, it just kind of gets you excited. You think, well, we can do so much better. That's what you really see when you look at our facility, and then you go visit somewhere like Yukon or Edmond or Broken Arrow, was another good facility. You go and see those, you can see how much better we can do for our animals and how much better we can do for our employees, and that's exciting. We could build something that would really be a showpiece for our city.